Greetings, friends. Welcome to the fourth episode of Entrepreneur's Pad. I am Nimish Desai, business efficiency consultant and Amazon best-selling author. At Prescient, we train entrepreneurs from various fields, but most of the times, entrepreneurs from the real estate industry. If you'll give me a kind permission, give me exactly 1 minute, I'll tell you what we do at Prescient Strategist. It's time to welcome our guest for today, Mr. Rupesh Bajpai. Welcome, Mr. Rupesh.
Great morning, Nimish.
How are you? How's life
I am
going?
fine. Ekdam first class. Hope everyone in your family is healthy, fit, and fine.
Yep. Everyone. Let's hope the whole world is healthy, fit, and fine today in this trying times.
Fine.
It's really, one after the another, the way the waves are coming, it's becoming so difficult to manage business and manage your balance in such
Ve-
situations.
very true, Nimish.
Rupesh, the what fascinated me about you was your family has traditionally been in service, correct? Your father
Right.
was working for Philips India, your mother was working for Bombay Hospital. Now,
Yes.
how did you how did you get this idea of becoming an entrepreneur?
Nimish ji, first of all, let me thank you for such a great welcome and inviting me for your show.
You're most welcome,
And
sir.
and the thing is, like, it's a very good question which came from your end. My father, Ramakant Bajpayee, he was working for Philips India Limited, and he has created a revolution in job creation for the people in and around Dombivli in 1970s and 80s,
Wow.
which was really, it was a rural, it was a village kind of thing, and he created a job opportunities in Dombivli as well as whole Thana district. And nowadays, this business has become an HR business,
Yeah.
and and
That time
the
people
same
are
thing.
doing it free of cost in a good way.
Very true. It was a goodwill and all. And same thing was applicable with my mother, Sudha Bajpayee. She was working as a sister in charge in Bombay Hospital in a neurological and orthopedic division department with one of the best doctors in India. That was Dr. Singhal, Dr. Borges, who are the best neurophysicians and neurosurgeons, plus Dr. Junjunwala, who is a very good orthopedic surgeon. In this way, she used to, she was working for the humanity services, and the way she used to direct, she was a direction for people in and around Dombivli, Bombay in order to get people admitted in getting treated in such a huge and a very big hospital called Bombay Hospital. And this is the way she ended up her job as a matron. And one thing I would add, Nimishji, it was my Tauji. Like as I said, my father created a revolution in industry. My mom into health industry, hospitals, and the same thing was with my Tauji, Sri Surendra Bajpayee, who's again he's no more. He created a revolution in education industry. It was you can call in all over the Maharashtra with his discipline. He was a principal in Toyak Nagar Vidya Mandir, Dombivli College, and he invented, he made people to come across, start schools, and there are a lot many big schools which have been started with his help and support. So basically this was a little introduction of my family. And as far as I am concerned, Nimishji, I have got almost 22 years of corporate experience with.
You get the idea of getting into business, becoming an entrepreneur, when the family was
Uh,
all into service?
I know the same thing I was telling you. Like even I have gotten corporate experience of 20, 22 years. The main thing which made me come into business was, Nimishji, in Mumbai, traveling, communicating. It was a very big challenge, and where I used to waste almost 4 to 5 hours of my uh, precious work thing, and that made me really, to start my own business. And main thing was transportation, commuting, and which made me start my business
So
consultancy
you
firm.
said you were initially a real estate consultant. You used to
Right.
do land deals and all. So
Yeah, yeah.
from that to again become a developer. Now, how
Mhm.
did you take that leap of living out or probably doing that side by side and still becoming an developer also?
Right. Nimish, the best thing was that, as I left my job and I came into real estate business was through my pre-leased properties. I was specialized into pre-leased premises, leased to banks and retail multinational outlets, where I got my customer base. And this, there are very key people involved in this kind of business. And through this, I came into people, the corporates who were into construction lines, who were into developing lines. And along with my partner, we started our association with one of the brands in Pune, that was Namrata Developers. We
Okay.
started our land acquisition, our developing, our construction business with association with them. We are still associated with Namrata Group, that is Pune, and that's how I came. We came into a development project. We came about a good project at Shivaji Park, Dadar. But due to some, as it was our first step, we backed out that project due to some reasons, which I will let you know in some times. And then I started two projects, small projects, redevelopment projects in Dombivli, and that is how I came into this. And I still going ahead. I'm planning to come out with some good projects in Dombivli.
Yes, you have a good name out there in Dombivli and all, Rupesh. Now, I mean, you've been a real estate consultant, you've been a developer, you also do infrastructure licensing, as you said, with government agencies. Now,
Right, right.
do you believe there is some sort of a pattern or a formula to becoming a successful entrepreneur? Because a lot of youngsters are watching this today, and they would
Yes,
like
yes.
to know if there is any mantra or any procedure that you follow, steps or systems that you follow that can make them a good entrepreneur.
Nimish ji, it's not that I am a very successful builder or a successful developer. I am approaching to that success, and basically you're aware of it. Like I started my consultancy service by the name of Grow Wealth Resources, and getting ahead into this development and construction business, you are aware of it. It should your vision should be very proper, and
Correct.
the way you execute it,
Yeah.
execution and time management makes everything
That is what
better.
we keep talking
Right,
about,
right,
that time
right, right.
management and efficiency of handling the
Efficiency.
project.
Yes, and
That's
and
where your
basically,
cost overruns can be matched.
right, right. And immediately, basically, this construction companies. there should not be any false commitment. The day false commitment comes, you are ruined.
I mean, this is the
And
best advertisement and a best suggestion or
yeah,
advice that you can give people, that don't make false commitments. I think our
false commitment.
industry is riled by that. People make
Right, right.
commitments and then don't fulfill
Then
them.
fail in the commitment, right? And basically, one more thing which I would like to just say, real estate companies, everything associated with the amenities. The amenities which you promise your customers, amenities play a very big role. However, the big project is, or however the small project, the amenities which you have promised your customer or your client, it has to be at par, which would create the trust and the
Correct.
efficacy of business, and which will,
Efficacy.
yeah, and it would already, if you give proper amenities, if you give the good amenities which has been promised, it will create your own brand.
In fact, on a lighter note, please, Jains, don't feel offended with this, but the best amenity that you can give in your complex is put up a Jain Derasar and the project is sold out.
Right, right.
Coming back to your thing, you said that time management and all is very important. So, I mean,
Yes,
you
yes,
hold key positions in so many other organizations also. And then, and
yes,
at the
yes.
same time, manage your business that you have all this. Now, can you describe your typical day? How does your day go about?
Nimishji, the day, like, say, if you talk about in this pandemic, you know how the day starts,
No, I'm
and that
saying
was,
besides the pandemic. Let's do both.
yeah,
Pandemic
yeah.
and without the pandemic.
Sir, before the pandemic, the typical day was, the day starts with the newspaper and along with the social things which are happening in and around us. Because I don't much devote my time to social media. It is a specific time which I keep for my social media, which includes WhatsApp, but of course Facebook, Instagram, and all. And
In
planning
fact,
my day is to, the
Rupesh
basic
ji,
thing was,
Sorry to interrupt you, but that this was the biggest lesson
yeah,
that most of the young entrepreneurs and would-be entrepreneurs should have is limit your time on social media. Don't try to live
social
your
media,
life on social media. Try to live your
right?
actual life. Brilliant,
Actual
brilliant,
life, actually.
Rupesh ji.
Yeah, and this was then again the starting of day is, exploring my contacts, interacting with my clients, and end of the day we have to devote our time to our family also. That is the main criteria. If you are doing business, जॉब में है तो चलो ठीक है भाई, मॉर्निंग को 8 बजे निकल गए, रात को 12 बजे आ रहे, you cannot devote time, but business gives an opportunity to be and devote your time with your family also. So this is a basic thing, and this is
You
what
are in fact following Rupesh, one of the biggest time management guru, Miss Laura Vandekam, says that you need to have three baskets to be
right,
living a really fulfilled life. One is your work, one is your family life, and one is me time. That is your time.
very true,
You brilliantly said that with work, you need to have your family life time also. So many
right,
people forget that. They forget
right,
celebrating those small occasions on the family in the name of doing work.
very true, very true.
I mean,
Uh,
brilliantly. I mean, we
Right,
need
right.
to.
And
We need
again,
to.
yes. And again, if you come to the part of this pandemic has given me a lot of time, Nimish ji, for exploring my social activities. Like as you very rightly said, that I have been associated with 2, 3 global Brahman foundations at the national level, and again, I have been associated with National Human Welfare also at a national level. So this pandemic had really given me time, much time to explore these opportunities to save the human mankind as well as our community, the Brahman community from which I belong. So this is what, in short, this is what I plan my day. And this pandemic has really made me very social into this perspective.
I mean, Rupesh, in everybody's life, everybody goes through ups and downs. We have make a lot of failures. We have a lot of good
Right.
days also. So, what are the lessons that have really impacted the way you live your life today? It could be good lessons, it could be real failures which have impacted your life.
It should be. It's a very right question, Nimish, if you ask me. The lesson which I will never forget, and it would be a actual perception for everyone to understand. The lesson was like as I said you that we started, as I really mentioned you that we were supposed to start our dream project at Shivaji Park, Dadar. But as far as the developer or a contractor or a builder is concerned, sometimes we do unhealthy things, like you believe on some third party, you believe on media, you believe of middle person, which should not be, because we have faced that problem. We believed a very strong person from our construction industry, that are brokers. And really believing on broker, we really spoiled our project, and that was the main reason which make us back out that Shivaji Park project, which was a very big project which we were coming out with. But this was a lesson, and henceforth, I stated, we have to trust some people who are genuine and trustworthy, which should not affect our business. We should not affect our business, in short. So that is the main lesson which I, carry forwarded in whole gesture of my business, and still would be carry forwarding it.
In fact, as you've repeatedly said, spoken about COVID now. Now we all are
Yeah,
facing this problem, especially the construction industry, where majority of our labor force comes from the other states like UP,
right.
Bihar, West Bengal, and all. And it's become so difficult to keep them at the place. I mean, most of them are
Yeah,
running away. Even just now, when there's a strict lockdown, 60% of the labor force has just vanished from Mumbai. Under
very
this
true.
situation, how have you been able to manage to retain your laborers on site?
Oh, Nimishji, pandemic. It has been really, everyone has been depressed in this pandemic. And, the strength of our construction line is ground workers, ground reality workers, laborers. And in this pandemic, lot many migrants who were in our industry started moving out to their native place because of there was no work. लॉकडाउन हो जाएगा तो काम नहीं होगा. And even I have helped some migrants migrating to their native places. They have went to their native places, and we have again got them back to their livelihood. And as far as my laborers are concerned, Nimishji, as I said you that I have 2 3 projects going on in Dombivli. So it one of the project which was going in a rurals of Dombivli, rural area of Dombivli, Shilpata, Kalyan Dombivli, Shilpata. There I have got a building which was going on, and by sake of God, there was no position given to the people because it was a redevelopment project, and all rooms were empty. In that room, I managed my workers and their family. Around there were 20 to 21 workers along with their family, and of course the workers too. I made them occupy the rooms. They stayed there, and making occupying them the room does not be कि चलो room दे दिया अभी तुम रह लो. From there, where they will get the money? I opted them. I gave them 2 times free meals with their snacks, teas, and all. The necessary things which a human being or a labor, any human being needs 2 time ka khana, chai, biscuit. So that was provided by me free of cost to them. And you will not believe, Nimishji, till now, because the pandemic was gone. It was into very much controlled by January and on. November, December, January, there was no pandemic. So they again started their livelihood. And this is the way I'm getting their blessings. And they are saying कि सेठ आज आपने हमको पेंडेमिक में बचा लिया, हमारा घर बचाया. And that's what I appreciate, the blessings which I'm getting. In this way, I retained my labors.
We are also doing the same thing, Rupeshi. I mean, we are providing them medical assistance on site. We
Right,
are not cutting
right,
their wages because if they are ill and all, we are providing them meals. I mean, that is the only, I mean, besides looking at your own business, that is the humanitarian way of looking at a fellow human being and supporting in this such tough times. No, in
right.
fact, Rupesh, I mean, let's take this one notch up. We know so many people have lost the jobs. So many people have
Right.
suffered heavy losses in business. And in such a trying time, you started a new venture. And now, what inspired you to start a new venture in such a trying time?
Nimish ji, first let me, as you said, that lot many people have lost their jobs. I have been seeing with my own eyes. It's not only the jobs, but yeah, the people, they have lost their precious properties, their ornaments, their jewelry for the sake of the treatment of this COVID. And like people, they have lost their jobs, they have lost their livelihoods. But this is the thing which I've seen with my own eyes. Paisa nahi hai, from where they will get these things? This was a basic thing, like which we should never forget. And secondly, in this pandemic, as I said, I used to explore all my contacts. I used to explore my past employers. In this way, I used to be in touch with everyone. You will not believe, Nimish ji, on a month wise, every month I used to talk to my investors, I used to talk to my clients, I used to talk to my past employees also. And in that way, I came across 2 to 3 of my colleagues who were retired government. Someone was from MRDA, somewhere were from, they were IAS officer also. So they have started this infrastructure licensing work, and they approached me, are stating that कि Rupesh, yeah, you have got a very good corporate experience. You are into construction, like as I was into pre-lease properties and all. So I had very good contacts with the construction companies, developers and all. So they approached me and they offered me कि भाई हमारा टेंडर का काम है, टेंडर business, and even tender is into construction. If it is roads, if it is bridges, if it is dams, if it is schools. So I said fine. Then I started exploring my contacts who were into this type of business. And you will not believe, Divish ji, this got me a certain, a click where I got attached with some of the clients of mine. And now we are working for them for their new projects into infrastructure, where the licensing work is done. And then my companies, they take it as a subcontractor or as a back-to-back work. So this is really, so at this given point of time, I have got 6 to 7 projects on what we are working on, that to infrastructure. So this is how I got into.
This should be another big lesson to every one of us. Forget young, every one of us can create a network, but at the same time,
Yeah,
maintain relations and be in touch with those people with whom you've created network. काम हो गया तो भूल मत जाओ. Be in touch.
बिल्कुल.
You never know when next opportunity will come knocking at your door from any of
Right,
those contacts and networks.
right. And main
Really
thing, Nimish ji, what came in my
learned a
mind,
lot.
because इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, आज जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का काम पैंडेमिक में हुआ है वो कभी नहीं हुआ है. It has
Correct.
never happened because laborers were also freely available, and this was an opportunity कि सब काम बंद है but infrastructure का काम चल रहा है, which is going to bring our infrastructure at par, which we people want. So that was the thing, in that way I came into this infrastructure licensing business.
No, I mean, let's talk about another pet thing that you have, which is something very close to your heart, and that is your medical trust. So let the
Yeah.
viewers know little about the medical trust that you run, where you are heading it.
Yeah. Nimish ji, medical trust, so it was just I founded it for the purpose of needy people, who cannot get treatment for very small diseases. Let's forget about the big diseases and all. But this at times what has happened, and in this pandemic, we really used took the help of my trust, where I am the chairman of the trust, and we really needed we served the needy people through treatments. And it's not like that, it's only the treatment part. We have already also distributed some monthly rations to many of the people in and around Thana district to my medical trust. But speaking very frankly, this medical trust, it's not it has not been approached, or it has not been up to the mark. But I'm sure it would be a very long
With your
story.
work and
Yeah,
perseverance,
yeah,
it
yeah,
will. It
yeah, yeah.
will.
It would be a very long story, and really in a very short span, you will be getting a very great news regarding
In
this my
fact,
medical.
Rupesh, what is more important is to start something rather
Yes,
than trying to be perfect before you start, because you learn on the way. Like,
right.
I mean, people forget that when you were born, the first step that you took, you always fell. You never started walking straight away. You never started driving cycle, the riding cycle straight away. So
Right.
important thing is to start something and then you can evolve, keep becoming better. I mean,
Yes.
you don't need to say कि it's not up to the mark or anything. Rupesh, the biggest thing is you've actually started something which
Started.
is helping so many people.
Very
I
true.
mean,
Very true.
hats off to you, Rupesh, for that. I mean, before we close, Rupesh, I mean, one last question is, now if I give you a magic wand, all right, and you become the angel for India, what are the three things that you would like to change in India today?
uh, Magic stick, that too in the hands of Rupesh Bajpayee. I don't believe. But yeah, if I really get a magic stick in my hand, uh, it would be, I would be changing the whole political scenario. Number one.
Biggest thing, I think one, two, three has to be the
Biggest
same.
challenge, biggest challenge, Secondly, I would love to see the infrastructure, all infrastructure in terms of health, education, water reservoirs, bridges. As we talk about, the roads are pathetic. The water logging takes place in, every monsoon
In fact,
season.
people don't understand that infrastructure is like veins in our body. If the blood is
Right,
not going to flow properly, there are going to be blockages.
right.
Patient is going to
It's
get a
going to,
heart attack.
yeah. So I would want this infrastructure to be at proper place. This is the second one. And third would be end of corruption, along with
Now that's 1 to
casteism.
100.
Yeah, along with casteism and reservation. These are the three things. If we vanish all those things now, or if we get accustomed to these things now, everyone's problem will be solved in this earth.
I know. I
This
mean,
is what
this is actually a world problems that we discussed, but at a first level, like they say, start at home first and then go towards the world. So let's start with India, and hopefully some of this
right,
changes. I mean,
right.
I would definitely love to see changes in the casteism and the differentiation that happens because of the language also. In fact, which is very subtle, but it is still there. The
Still
people
there.
look at it each other कि ये है ये वो state से है. I don't want to name to rile up unnecessary controversy, but that
Exactly.
statism along with the casteism and the infrastructure work, if this two at least, if we can
Yes.
address in this nation, would be brilliant. Rupesh, would you like to know who's coming next week?
Oh, definitely.
Yep. So we have another developer, this time from Western suburbs, a very well-known, very respected developer, Atharva Developers they are called, and I'm really looking forward to him coming next week. Thank you very much, Rupesh, for giving me so much time, sharing your journey, sharing your experiences, and we learned a lot, Rupesh, from you today. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Nimishji. Thank you very much, Nimishji.
And thank you all for watching the show today. Have a great time. Stay home, stay
And
safe. See you next week, same time.
And Nimishji, that's a great thing that Deepak Shah is coming from Atharva Developers. You will get to, the people will get to know lot many things about his journey.
Oh yeah,
And he's a
his
very
journey is mind
fantastic,
blowing.
and he's a very fantastic person too.
His journey is mind blowing. I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes,
gonna
yes.
blow people away when they'll actually
Right,
hear him.
right, right.
Thank you, Rupesh. Thank you
Okay,
very much for
thank
joining
you,
on the show. Thank you.
thank you.